Maybe they might be left-sided, or it's just the child's perspective or the person who's asking his perspective.
Perspective, but you are not unhappy, right? Yeah, can I say? Okay. Oh, somebody offered, so shall we meditate ourselves? I would love that. Atharva, would you like to conduct today?
No, I was asking about like you were not joining, so we do it ourselves or
Yes,
not.
yes, yes. That's the way to do it. When teacher is absent, one of the students can take it up, no? Yes, I would love to do it because people. I kept saying I have another session. Didi, one more question, one more question. And it's hard for me to say, oh no, I have to go. But yeah, last morning. Yes, yes. Good one, Asta. नहीं 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 दुनिया की नजर नहीं like say I ask how is everyone doing everybody is quiet mom you're not like auntie we're really doing good nobody's happy to see each other yes whose hand is up hey can you change your
Um,
name because I don't know what to call you DPZ
yeah, auntie, I asked my father to change it. I don't know how to change it, so maybe he'll change it.
what is your name
The
Shubham right you sorry Shashwat
yeah,
wait I'll change it then Shashwat right
yeah.
yes this is good tell me now
Yeah, so like what happened is my friend was talking about some it was some sadhu name, I don't know. It was very long, some Prabhuji he said. It was such a long name. I couldn't memorize it. I just left it out. I told my friend that friend about Surge Yoga.
huh
I asked him to go this center, try there.
mm-hmm.
He went there. It seems there they told cool vibrations and stuff. He didn't understand. So
ah
I thought like this guy looks as if he has no interest in it. So I thought, why should I tell this guy? This guy has no interest in it. So I
hmm.
left it. And then he was talking about some golden temple. I don't know. It's in
Mm-hmm.
Hills, someplace. I don't know. When he was,
Amritsar.
I was like, what does that Prabhuji teach about? He was like, it seems that Prabhuji teaches about Krishna Leelas and stuff. I was like,
Hmm.
only Krishna, no other gods. Then he said, no, not like that. He talks about Vishnu, Lord Shiva and stuff. I was like,
Hmm.
what about Jesus and Allah? And
Hmm.
then he said, what are you talking? Like, what are you talking, bro? He was like, he said, as if I'm talking something next to impossible.
Out of syllabus.
So that's the thing. His face was like so believed. Like, how could you tell that stuff?
Correct, correct.
Well, so I thought that Guru must be false, but I didn't mean to hurt my friend, so I just closed my mouth.
Yeah. No, what you can tell him. See, when you have people or friends, your good acquaintances or something, uh, what we do usually is if they say they talk about their guru, blah 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 blah. You say, oh, okay, okay. Then you can say, yes, there are so many gurus, but how do you know which one is real? Because, like, say, for example, I go to buy something. I don't know which one is real. This is also pure. This is also pure. This is also pure. So, how do we know? Because there are so many now. How do you understand it? So, there is a knowledge for that as well. So, a very, very, very close friend of mine told me this that a guru is the one who, first of all, does not take any money. Second of all, he is not interested in getting fame or he's not like, someone who'll live on others' money or things like that. The real guru, that's when you should describe the real guru. And the other thing that I learned was they make you a higher personality. And Shashwat, believe it or not, today's topic is recognizing the falsehood. And look, what a good topic you have introduced, that someone is going here. So, how did Srimati describe? And it is so beautiful, so beautifully Srimati explains. And we can all listen to the talk today and also know how we can answer this question, right? So for being more polite, I did not write recognizing false guru. I wrote recognizing falsehood altogether. Any kind of falsehood, because I'll tell you one story. My older son, he was in grade 10 just a couple of years ago, and he one day he came home and he's so irritable. I'm like, what happened? Okay, I left it. Then when I asked him to eat his dinner also, he's not such a person. He's a very cool, calm, obedient kid. And but that day he was just not himself, and I didn't understand. He went in his room and just went and slept. So he didn't talk much. But next day, as I was meditating in the morning, he lies down on my lap and he says, Amma, I'm sorry, I did not behave yesterday well. I said, what happened? At least you didn't even tell me what happened. Why were you so upset? He said, no, I my teacher gave me this book to read. It was part of the reading whatever reading, that book had a story of one very a kid who is really, really brilliant and smart, and how she lives in the hostel and she starts killing all the other kids. Sort of. That kind of a story. I had to finish it. I finished it. But by the time I came home, I don't know, I felt this heaviness in my head and I didn't feel like eating. I just went to bed. And I think that is the vibrations that affected me. Otherwise, my mood was normal until I read this book and completed it. So that's when what he did when he woke up in the morning, he just denied the book. And this is all negativities that I've absorbed from reading this book. And immediately he was back to himself, his joy was back. And then first thing he did was he came to me and apologized for, not being himself. So of course, I recognized that something was wrong. I did not point it out to him because I thought, let me see what he has. But good that he recognized. So, children, again, this is for you to understand who you are meeting, what you are talking, what changes you feel in your moods, in your thinking. Everything will have an impact because now you are realized. Okay? Everything will have an impact. We'll say, oh, we are just watching some cool movie, or we are just, reading somewhere, or we are with some guys having fun. But you will have an impact. It will show some kind of symptom on your mental or emotional being. So again, that also you should recognize it and can come back to your senses, do your regular cleansing and condemning the wrong, children. Condemning the wrong is also important to recognize. Oh, this is something that I do not identify with. I do not want this. That's how you shun it. So you see, as kids, we will not know. You'll just have tantrums. We might just feel moody. But as you grow up, you will be able to introspect. Hey, I'm not feeling myself. I was supposed to be a light, happy person. Why am I feeling so low? Why is my energy gone? Why I don't feel interested in doing something? Know that you have sucked something out. Somewhere you have either reacted or gone out of the boundaries where the deities are not happy. That's all. Okay. So with this note, let us begin today's session, children. Recognizing the falsehood. We will now open our Brahmarandra. Pick your hands up. Connect deeply with Shrimataji. Shrimataji, please give me yoga. Please increase my yoga, sustain my yoga, and allow my spirit to spread its light in my attention. Please give me the boon of your grace, Shrimataji. Bring your right hand on your left heart. Here you say, Shrimataji, I am the pure spirit. Not the past, not the emotions, not the action, but I am the pure, eternal spirit. Next, left hand above your Sahasrara. Say, Shrimataji, please open my Brahmarandra, enlighten my brain, come in my brain, reside in my brain, make your room in my brain. You be the controller of this brain. Let this brain be guided by your divine wisdom. Make me obedient to divine will, Shrimataji. Observe, children, if there is any heat, you don't want that. That is indication that there is ego, that there is some stress, negativity bothering you. Drop all that. No, I am the pure spirit. The rest is all a myth. There you go. Now, slowly raise Mother Kundalini, give yourself a bandhan. Let us light the candle, children. Left hand towards the candle flame, right hand towards Mother Earth. Let us do Namaskar to Mother Earth 3 times. And pray, O Mother Earth, please suck all the imbalances, all the negativities of my left channel. All imbalances of my left side. Let it all be removed into the Mother Earth. Remove all my excessive emotional entanglements, depressive ideas. All fear. All attachments. We also should remove the attachments. Now we will listen to a short excerpt of Shrimataji, how to recognize a real teacher. Continue to meditate and watch the video.
How do we recognize those teachers that you might call fraudulent from the real ones? It's so difficult because they all seem to be able to inspire us in certain ways and give us experiences. How do we know who is teaching something that's true and who is being deceptive?
First and foremost thing is, anybody who lives on your earnings is not a guru. A guru will never live on the earnings of his disciples. But here there are people who have built palaces, bought aircrafts and cars and this. I mean, this is something one should understand. It's so open to you to understand. I mean, I cannot understand more obvious thing that this one is. That it's a parasitic living, and you cannot have a parasites as your gurus. They can be parasites, but not your gurus. That's one of the things. And if you can, I mean, you can retain some people, you know. If you want, because you are rich people, you can retain some. That's a different one. But you cannot have them as gurus. Guru has to be a higher personality, you see. Now, you have seen Christ was such a great incarnation. He didn't take any money from anyone. He was a carpenter's son, and he used to do carpentry himself, and he lived like a modest man. He never lived with big cars and big houses. It's not necessary, because such a person is himself is a very big king, you see, like a big emperor. He doesn't need anything. An emperor doesn't need anything, because nothing can give him comfort except that he himself is in complete comfort. So such a person doesn't want anything. So you must see that such a person has no needs of comfort at all. He can sleep on the ground, he can sleep anywhere. Now, in this life, I should say I come from quite a wealthy family, or married to another wealthy man. You can say that way, according to your own relative ideas. But to me, I can sleep anywhere. I have no problem. I have no problem of food, no problem of sleeping anywhere, no comfort. And I find it is beyond my self-respect to live on the earnings of others. It's not proper. But you are my children. Supposing now you bring a flower to me or something, it's all right. But I can't have a palace out of your money and all this. It's absurd, absolutely absurd. So this is one thing one should know, that it pampers our ego, that we can purchase our guru. We can purchase our self-realization. You see, this is a very subtle pampering. And that's how people accept. You see, they don't want to accept a person who says you cannot offer anything, it's too much for them. Or maybe that, secondly, could be that people think that if you pay something, then you get attached to it, you go through it, whatever it is. Say you are paid for a ticket, and you find that the whole play is horrid, you can't bear it, but you have to go through it because you are paid for it. That's a human nature, you see. That's a human nature. I have seen that they do it. And that's what it works out. But this is very gross level, I'm telling you. But another should be that in these modern times it is promised that you will become prophets. You have to become prophets. So you must see, have you become prophets out of these? It's easiest is to see the disciples of this man. Any XYZ who says he's a guru. Now what is happening to the disciple? Is he a free person? Has he got any knowledge? Has he got any mastery? What has he achieved by being with that person? Now you have seen here there are Sahajogis, one better than the other. You talk to them, they are knowledge. Some of them have met me only for say 8 days or so, they have become knowledge. So what have they achieved, you should say? What is their style of life, their pattern of life, how they behave? And there cannot be any privacy about it. You see, like mafia, you don't tell that and you don't say that and you shouldn't do that. Of course, in Sahaja, the truth is exposed gradually. But it is not like this that if you give some money, nobody knows. Everybody knows everything in Sahaja. You see, now supposing we have to build an ashram, say for example. All right, you build your ashram, you collect your money, do what you like and know about it. I have nothing to do with it. Also among yourself you should know how you got the money, how you spent it, what is the expense and all that. Because ashram you can pay for, but not for your realization. And this is one thing, it's very important that what you get out of it is important, that you should become a prophet. Have you become a prophet? Then thirdly, you must know that if you are going from one to another, what we call guru shopping business, that means you have not found it. Otherwise you would just settle down. But some people are so weak that they do settle down with one and are finished with that. You must always see the people who go to these gurus, what have they got? Have they got that transformation? Because this is the age of transformation.
Mataji, what about teachers or gurus who produce miracles? You go to a guru who will materialize something out of the air and say this is divine.
This is all jugglery. It's all jugglery. And also, you see, now supposing somebody says, I produce a diamond. Now these people come from India. Why don't they solve the financial problem of India? Secondly, you see, at every point they can be challenged. You should say that, then all right. One gentleman came to me and said that he gave me a diamond. I said, why you? How many diamonds you have? He said, hundreds. Then I said, why did he give you? You should give to a driver who hasn't got a diamond. You see, that is what it is. So it is all jugglery. You should see those who materialize. What have they given you? They have to give you something eternal. If they talk about God, God is not going to give you diamond. Which God has given diamonds to people? Have you heard of anyone giving diamonds? No. So you should ask for something which is the highest, which is the supremost. Now the fourth thing, which is very important, that whatever experiences you get, for example, some people start just like jumping, some start shouting, some start behaving like animals, and they say, oh, that's what is coming out, you're taking out. You see, they feel very bad, they get horrible diseases, they get into troubles, and they get into pains and all sorts of things and contortions. They say, now your subconscious is coming out. Nothing has to be brought out. That's one thing you must know. The subconscious, as I told you, is on the left-hand side, and the supraconscious on the right-hand side. What you have to do is to ascend in the center and come up. Above your head is the super consciousness. And when you become that, then you develop collective consciousness. So those who want you to become like frogs, again, you must know that you are not going to become frogs anymore. That's not anyway evolution. The evolution has to go higher, not becoming frogs or earthworms, you see. And if you start crawling, it is simple mesmerism. Anybody mesmerizes can do these tricks, you see. It's simple mesmerism. And then to believe that now you are surrendered and all that is all nonsense, you see. It has no meaning to realization. In realization, you just become the master. You become the master of it. There are many people in this country who came and lured you by their talks also, talking big about Brahma, Atma Tattva, this, that and everything. That is not the way you can, that is what is just the pendulum moving from Christian sermon to Hindu sermon, and from Hindu sermon to Islamic sermon, from there to the rabbi sermon. You see, it goes on like that, you see. That's not the way. You have to rise higher within yourself. And that's why those who lecture about these things are really sometimes can be very, very dangerous. And so many have died of cancer, this, that. I don't know what to say, that people who go to these people get into very bad troubles and suffer so much. And then on top of that, when all this happens, they say, you must suffer. That's a very good excuse, you must suffer. You must pay to suffer. Pay money to suffer. And then people go on suffering. Now one thing I have to tell you, that Christ has suffered for us. We don't have to suffer anymore. Those who deny suffering will have to go for suffering. All right, have it. But He suffered for us. There is no need for us to suffer anymore. When He is awakened within us, He takes away all that is our ego, means our karmas, our superego, that is our conditioning, completely removed, and you become one with the divine. There is no need for anybody to suffer. And this idea of suffering is all nonsensical. You should not suffer at all.
Good.
So here we go, children. This is to understand how to recognize someone who's false, because spirituality, money, all that doesn't go hand in hand. So anyway, let us pray. Shri Mataji, please awaken. Shri Mahakali, Shri Bhairava, in my left channel. Now quickly let us scan the left side chakras, children. Left Muladhara. You know the affirmations. Let us deeply connect with Shri Mataji and her chakras. Swadhisthana. Observe if you feel there's a tingling, that indicates your Kundalini mother is struggling with the chakra. So you can say the affirmation or the mantra. Very good. We'll go to the next chakra, left Nabhi. Left heart, actually left void, sorry. To be the gurus, you have to have discipline, children. Shmadaji, make me my own guru. Left heart. Baser desire, any desire for pen, pencil, clothes, which is minuscule, very small, minute, or dresses. People have these funny desires. So all those are baser desires. Okay. Left heart. Pay attention to your left heart chakra, everyone. Left Vishuddhi. We know the affirmations. Left Agya. Left se estrar. Now let us vibrate the water. Pafutsuk. Shrimadaji, please awaken the power of ocean, Samudra Devata. With the ice pack, put your feet in the water. Shri Mataji, please cool my liver. Remove all the excessive heat, all imbalances. All anger, all boastfulness, vanity, unnecessary worrying, thinking, planning. Please make me completely detached, Mataji. I leave all my worries, all my future, all thoughts about future, stress, anxiety. I leave it to you, Shrimataji. Detachment is the key, children. Detach from everything and say, Shrimataji, I leave it to you. All my responsibilities, my duties, all actions. Please cool my liver and awaken Sri Hanumana on my right channel. Please make me dynamic, alert, strong. Let me have a balance between bhakti and shakti, devotion and action. Observe, children, your right hand fingers, starting with right Muladhara, right Swadhisthana, right Nabhi. Suck the vibrations. Right void. Right heart. Right Vishuddhi. Right Agya. Right Sahasrara. See the flow. Put your eyes by the side. Just thank Shri Mataji for all the blessings, for giving us this great knowledge. For making us understand who is a real teacher and who is false. Thank you again and again. Jai Shri Mataji. We can all wash our feet, raise Mother Kundalini, and give ourselves a bandhan. Shri Mataji, anyone here who has not registered themselves and if they are not part of this WhatsApp, let me know and I can give you the link. Otherwise, we are good for today's session, children. You will have a one-on-one interview with Dr. Sanchita.
Auntie,
Everybody,
can I
yeah.
tell something?